Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Hello and welcome and good evening. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan and I'm going to give you the Talking Heads episode of Rising Up and Out of a Life of Duality on USA Global TV and Radio and to our viewers E360 TV. A very warm welcome. As you may know, before I begin speaking about the topic and conversation of the episode, I like to almost bring our energies all centered. And the way I do that is this beautiful singing bowl here, made from precious metals in the mountains of Tibet. My family went there and they brought me this beautiful singing bowl, which has a lovely resonance. So the reason why we do this is so that we can clear all the stagnant energy. And wherever I've been before, I've been in the garden, I'm now present and you will be present too. So it has a lovely sound. So we go 1, and usually we just do it 3 times. 2. Followed by a little mantra, because I always believe we're very connected and love is the highest vibration. So it's a very simple, I am a being of cause alone, and that cause love, the sacred tone, breathing in. I am a being of cause alone, and that cause love, the sacred tone. One more time. I am a being of cause alone, and that cause love, the sacred tone. Okay, I'm just going to put these over here so there's some room. All right. Okay. For today's topic, we are going to discuss, I'm going to share with you the topic of rising up and out of life, of a life of duality. I know you're thinking, what on earth is a life of duality? I've never heard that before. A life of duality is the opposing opposites. So we have good, bad, evil. We have everything opposite. So it's something that's negative and positive. And at the moment with this world, the way it's going, it's almost, there's so much of the chaos that's happening, which it's happening so that we can have purification, so that Mother Earth, she's a planetary being, she can clear, she can cleanse, because she's become already crystalline, and we have carbon-based bodies, our physical bodies. And as Mother Earth is becoming lighter and purified, at the same time, we're connected with her. So we need to become clearer and purified. So we're going from a carbon-based body to a lighter body. And because the energies are all about cleansing, it's almost we're having to pay attention to ourselves, on self-care, on an emotional level, physical level, energetic level. This is the only way that we're going to be able to cleanse. And how we have to cleanse is we have to face our shadows. Otherwise, the shadows of our life, the shadows of our previous life will follow us. Now, let's stop there for a moment and let's just rewind a little bit back. Shadow of our previous life. Okay, we are not just beings that have been born in this life. We, the soul that's within us, is split, multidimensional. So we have had many lives. Sometimes we've incarnated as a woman or a man or a child. So we've had many different lives in different eras. Maybe some people have been more galactic as well, on different planets. We're all finding this out now. So I don't want to go all crazy and all starlight and ooh. I want to remain a little bit more grounded. Oh, and by the way, every day it's important to walk the grass. Now, if you have a garden, take your socks and shoes off and walk the grass in the morning. The reason why we do this is because we ground ourselves into Mother Earth. So Mother Earth can work with us. She can center us. She can heal us as well. So what happens is the planet is crystalline. It's a matrix and it's crystalline. And this crystalline, the energy, when you put your feet on the grass, this energy rises up, which you can't see it. Some people can feel it if they have the gift for that. And it helps to ground you and it helps to heal you as well. Because we are part of Mother Earth. Mother Earth can heal us and we can heal Mother Earth. Ooh, that's a bit of a, oh my goodness. We can heal Mother Earth. Yes, we can. We can heal Mother Earth by setting the intention, by visualizing Mother Earth being in her pristine beauty. Remember, when you manifest things, when you want to bring your dreams or your wish into a 3D physicality, we have to work with the unseen world. And this is something that I did mention. It was last week. So please watch last week's about the unseen world, how we can manifest from an unseen world. And the unseen world is the world within, the kingdom within. I mean, our religious books tells us about the kingdom, inheriting the kingdom. And people think, oh, is it a kingdom outside of us? No, it's the kingdom that's within us. It's the heart. It's the sacred heart. It's the soul. It's the door to the portal to all our abundance. So it's the inner world, and the inner world, is what connects us to the universe laws, to the electromagnetic energy, because manifestation happens through magnetism, electro of the mind, magnetism, the feeling. So the mind connected to the feeling body with the right intention and the visualization, you will bring forth what you want to manifest, wish and desire. But you manifest wish and desire from an unseen world. So even if it hasn't arrived in your 3D world, in the physical world, it's on its way. So in that way, if we look at Mother Earth being a planetary being, we can help her. We can help her if we do the same. If we have the visualization and the true intention and seeing her in her pristine paradise beauty, because we are the caretakers of Mother Earth. We don't own Mother Earth. We're not, it's not ours. It's almost, we're here renting. Yeah. And you know what? We've really been on a trial. Things are turning around though. It was going to be a little bit iffy because we were going to get kicked out. We really were, because we were really bad tenants. We really were. We just not all of us, but the masses just put litter everywhere and didn't feel and connect to Mother Earth within their inner kingdom, within their higher consciousness. Now, because the planet is starting to wake up and being triggered, our emotions on a physical, emotional, and energetical level, we have to purify. So all this has to come up to the surface. So we have to rise ourselves, rising up and out of duality. So that means that everything that you knew from an intellectual level of what you've been taught at school, what you've been taught throughout the ages, how it was. Yes, that's how it was, but that is not how you can apply to these new times, because we as humans have evolved into being a being. So the being in a human body rather than human and the being. It's the being and the human. Being, human being. We're now joining that together and balancing that out. And the only way you will rise up and out of duality, and what I mean is about how duality is the matrix, it's the illusion, it's the play. If you think of it as a big world play, a big world stage, and we're all there with being actors and actresses, and it's one massive big movie. I mean, this is like universal movie, and we're all in it, and we're all here to help. But what's happening now is that we're starting to attract our soulmates, our star soul family, and anywhere in the world, because they are what resonates with us, with our energy. So when you rise up and out of duality, it's coming away from all those ego, lower vibration of fear, anxiety, stress, someone that's so consumed with themselves from an ego perspective and not looking the unity. So, okay, we've had we still have celebrities, don't get me wrong, but we had the legends, didn't we? Elvis Presley, my goodness, all these big, Michael Jackson. Oh, there's just so many, David Bowie, so many. And we made that they were colossal giants. These giants are no longer going to be in the energy of Earth, purely because that was about you go to work and what you got from your enjoyment was to go see your concert or go and dream of these legends, these giants, and know that I'll never get there, but they make me escape. Boom, there you go. It's not about escapism anymore. You see, that's why those giants were put there, which were colossal, phenomenally talented. But what was played upon was the fact that they had a lot of pain and suffering, which they crafted into their art, which they became giants with the industry that it was. So they had to create giants for us, the minions, to go to work or to do, just to stay below the pyramid on the lower levels and just go, oh, wow, just admire. And it would make you happy. And it served its purpose. It really did. And there were fabulous, amazingly talented, creative geniuses ordained for that era of the 3D matrix, for it to be powerful, for us to go through that and realize, going through that, how come we're not happy? We're getting short bursts of happiness. Now, because we've come into the golden age is the mark of being humanitarian, being on a global, planetary, collective consciousness, on an energetic level with our higher consciousness. So the higher consciousness has now taken precedence, where it's most powerful when you're associating and when you're around people, because people are now picking up the feeling side, the feeling energy, the inner world. Some people won't, however, because they're closed off, and maybe it's not their time to awaken, which is absolutely fine. That's okay. They'll awaken through many leaders and pioneers that are awakening anyway. I mean, on a global level, there's so many awakening now, a lot of creative hearts, a lot of hearts awakening, following their following their heart, but also compassionate souls, hearts, creative hearts, co-creating with the creator that has the gift of the compassionate soul. The unconditional love is what we have in the 3D perspective. It's what we have in the good. It's what about being humanitarian, being God moral. But when you work with your inner kingdom, in your inner world, then you are working with your soul, your compassionate soul, and more souls are awakening to their compassion. And the compassion of the soul is of the female energy, because the male energy has dominated planet Earth. What's happening now, however, is the feminine energy is having to come in at at a rate, a speed of light, fast rate, light being beamed through of the soul, of the feminine energy. So what's happening is we as a human collective are now operating and functioning and acting upon our feeling body, our heart, our compassionate soul. It gets very confusing, very confusing. I mean, after all, everyone, I don't have a script. This is just free download. It's just download as it comes along. So sometimes it might be a little bit woo, and I apologize for that, but this is what I'm known for, and this is how it is. So going back to rising up and out of a life of a duality, we as a human collective consciousness are now being triggered to now face our shadows, to now clear our temples. Our temples is our bodies. Our bodies have got to be clean and cleansed to work with the soul, to work with the being, our light being, our higher consciousness, to bring it to a balance so that we may live a life of abundance, eternal youth, longevity, manifesting with the universe, with the universal laws of cause and effect, with the universal law of electromagnetism energy, to bring all we desire and require, and conceive has to be through electromagnetism, to work with the universe. No longer will the universe work with destructive energy. Destructive energy, it's almost like there's two timelines. So destructive energy and fear, and people that are there, lost sheep are there. Then you have the ones that have been prepared already for this time, and they already have within them the tools. They already have the words, they have the call to action. It's almost like a button that needs to be pressed, and it is. And the only way that button can be activated is if you take time on your own. Go into hermit stage. The only way you're going to rise up and out of duality is going into hermit stage, going into a cave. I don't know whether you might realize, but the energies right now, it's almost people are just slowing down. And where normally their brain would be really fast and sharp and they'd be thinking on tap like this, it's almost they're having pauses and they're having to remember. Now, that's nothing to say that they've got amnesia. Yes, amnesia does exist, of course, yes, but dementia. But this is not about that. This is about there's something that's in this life that we are prepared for. And this is for those people, and I'm right, who feel this life doesn't make sense anymore. The way I lived my life doesn't make sense anymore. What I wanted to go for in my dreams don't make sense anymore. In fact, what am I doing here? What's the whole point? Why? Once you start asking why, and you start with a clean slate, a clean plate, then you're going to begin to rise up and out of duality, because you will end up going on that journey. You won't rise up and out of duality if you're constantly busy and not having that time for yourself. You need to go into hermit stage. It's the only way. It's the only way that we are going to grow. It's the only way you're going to become empowered on a physical, emotional, mental, and energetical level. That's a lot to take forward, isn't it? It really is. But myself and Dr. Ghalan created some wonderful courses about how to transcend from the 3D, how to face your shadow. So you're rising up and out of a duality life. It's not going to be easy. It's not. And you need, and what's necessary is for you to have the tools. And I have those tools because I've been on this journey 30 years. I woke up in 2012, but I've always lived from my heart, from the external, whether that's good or bad. But from 2012, I started to work with the soul and the higher consciousness, my higher consciousness. And I started to see lots of love hearts everywhere. Oh, that's another sign. Yeah. Right now, there's a lot of synchronicities happening. You might find feathers, which are a sign of angels. You might find hearts. I found when I was waking up, hearts everywhere. Hearts in the shape of a stone. Hearts in the shape of a grass. Even my food, even my coffee was in a heart. I can go even further, but I'm not going to go with that. There are lots and lots of things. And now, since the last 2 years, I've started to see stars. Yep, I'm seeing stars everywhere. Stars and butterflies. Butterflies are a sign of transcending. So we need to go into our cocoon like a butterfly. And we need to gather and go within and start to build on ourselves. Self-care. Self-care self-care from a compassionate soul, leading from your heart and feeling what you feel, and not by somebody deciding what you feel, or not by the external. Only then you will be able to begin to the journey of rising up and out of a life of duality. So I'm going ahead of myself. I really urge you to invest in yourself. The only way you're going to understand what's happening in this world and the different two timelines of love and fear, the whole spectrum of fear, which is to do with the matrix and the whole play, come out of that play, go into hermit stage or your cocoon, start working connected with your heart and your compassionate soul. And then things will start to magnetize things towards you. Yeah. And you'll start your journey. But the heads up, which will help you, give you a good platform, please do invest and into the courses of facing the shadow. And also we have a lovely course about connecting with plants and nature, which is really good because one needs to connect back to Mother Earth. And this way we have meditations and also music, vibration, and we build all kinds of like a sanctuary, a shrine, a personal shrine. Anyway, I really ask you to go on to usaglobaltv.com/education and you will find the courses on there. Invest in yourself. The time is now. The two timelines have begun. The triggers are happening and it's going to get even more crazier. Get into your heart, walk the grass, Connect to Mother Earth. Start to rise up and out of duality. Otherwise, it's going to be a long spiral road down. Make it easier on yourself and start magnetizing all that you wish to become. My name is Dr. Madalene Chan. I've thoroughly enjoyed talking with you on the rising up and out of a life of duality. I know it's been a little bit all over the place. I've been all over the place. I think it's because it's the energy. That's what it is. I'm the author of Star Child. This is about love and fear, about the two timelines, and cosmic beings come and help. I would urge you to go and read this. Absolutely. So I will see you next week. Thank you, USA Global TV and radio viewers. Thank you, E360 TV. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
This program has been brought to you in part by Zane Carson Carruth, etiquette and protocol expert, international award-winning author, television show host, and philanthropist. Thank you to Zane, our official diamond sponsor for USA Global TV and Radio in partnership with E360 TV. Zane is the author of the world's first tooth fairy ever, as well as many other children's books. She's also the television host of Elegance, Polished Demeanor, and Posh Living, seen on USA Global TV and Radio.
Hi, my name is Zane Carson Carruth, and I'm the author of this book, The World's First Tooth Fairy Ever.
Reading is magic. Studies have shown that reading to your children lays the foundation for greater success in life. Reading helps develop language and vocabulary skills. It helps improve memory, and it encourages curiosity and inspires creativity. The benefits are immeasurable, and as a parent, you'll benefit too. In only 10 or 15 minutes a day, you'll be creating more memories and a bonding experience that will last for years to come. So take time to read to your children. Read them books about things that engage and interest them. Tales of fairies and magic fascinate children, and as everyone knows, the Tooth Fairy is at the top of the list. If your child loves magic, wands, adventure, and what child doesn't, you'll love reading them books from the trademarked series, The World's First Tooth Fairy Ever. Follow along as Abella, the world's first tooth fairy, accidentally starts the tooth fairy tradition. Learn the tricks of being a professional tooth fairy in the book, Abella Starts a Tooth Fairy School. Your child's imagination will soar as you read the adventures of Abella and her magic wand. These wonderful books are available at worldsfirsttoothfairy.com and at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Walmart.
To learn more about Zane, contact her through her website, zanecarruth.com, ZANECARRUTH.com. Order Zane's books and merchandise. Contact her about being a keynote speaker at your next event.